Hey guys, and thanks for joining me. I thought I'd just do a little tabletop review here. Amazon had like a flash sale or fire sale, whatever they call it, on KastKing reels. And I've had both of these on my wish list for a little while. Planning on using them for, pond fishing, kayak fishing, nothing really that serious. Normally I believe well, first off, how about the names of the reels, right? We got the KastKing Spartacus over here with the cork and rubber handles. And then we got the good old standard KastKing Royale Elite over here. And normally the Royale Elite I think goes for like 40 bucks and the Spartacus goes for a little higher. I think, like $46, after like taxes and stuff. If I'm wrong, actually I think the Royale Elite is like $30 and this one's $40. That's what it is. But they went on flash sale for like $20 and $30 on Amazon back when all the Christmas shopping and everything was going on, and I just couldn't pass it up. So I went and picked two of them up. I know most YouTube reviews focus on one reel, but we're going to do two. So you get 2 for 1 right now. So I picked both of them up. First one was Spartacus. The Spartacus is mostly what I had my eye on. Something about these cork grips. You see how I played that off, how it fell off and I just grabbed it. Something about these cork grips that I really liked, and I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but something I'm going to get to later. The very first thing I noticed when I got these out of the box. And then later on, the Elite Royale came on sale, and I grabbed that. And what it is I'm changing over my luge rods to Vexens in the boat, so I'm going to be putting these on my luge rods, and I'll carry them around in the kayak. And if something happens, a $30 reel versus like a $130 reel, I'm a little less heartbroken if something happens to one of these. KastKing's motto is keep fishing fun. Well, they ought to name it is keep fishing affordable. You get a nice reel at a really nice price, so that's what drew me towards the KastKing brand. And Bubba, if you guys that watch my channel know I fish with Bubba Outdoors a lot, and he bought the KastKing Spartacus, and he's had nothing but nice things to say about it, so more reason for me to give it a try. So let's break these reels down. I'll go ahead and we'll start with Spartacus. I'll get these out of the way. Excuse me because I'm having to work around the camera. So if it's not in focus and whatnot, I'm trying to look back at the screen and I'm stepping in front of this thing at the same time. So it comes in your typical KastKing box. Open it up, the only thing inside there is instructions and other stuff that's for sale. Doesn't come with any kind of lubrication or anything. Just how to spool it up and pieces of the reel. The reel itself has 11 ball bearings, 11 to 1. And this, as far as I know, the only ratio that they come in is a 6 to 3 to 1 ratio. And it holds 100 yards at 12-pound test. That's 12. When they say that, it's 12-pound test like monofilament. If you go to fluorocarbon, you might get a little over 100 yards, and if you go to braid, you will definitely get more over 100 yards. It has, like I said before, the handles are like a cork and rubber mix. They're pretty fat. I like them though. They're real good handles. You have a typical star drag. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but you can hear it click as it goes. Spool tensioner. It's nice and fat. He's got real good grip on it, but it doesn't click. A lot of my luge reels, they do click, and I wish that this did too. I just like feeling and getting that positive response back here in the click of it. Aluminum spool. You can hear it. Real responsive. Plastic frame. Nothing, no real thrills, just all black. Has a dual braking system. Sorry, I was getting out of focus there. Has a dual braking system. You get your typical magnet braking on here, and you have on the inside, I'm trying to do this one-handed, centrifugal force on the inside. You just change that, and it just rubs against this ring on the inside to slow it down more. I've never really used a centrifugal force brake. I just usually dial it in with a magnet and I'm good to go. And if you're wondering how I broke that down, or I like to say field strip it. And you got to put this thing just right when you put it back on there too. Okay, as I was saying, you get in here to adjust the magnets or the centrifugal force. There's a little lever right here on the bottom. It says pull and turn. What they mean by that, you take your thumb and push that down, like so, and you just twist this downward, and pull out. And then here's where you adjust your centrifugal brake. As you can see, it rides on the inside of this brass bezel right here, and you can see the magnets inside of that. You know, to fill strip, it's real easy. Like I said, you just pull and turn. When I say fill strip, I mean just take it apart enough to clean. Pull this spool out. That drops out. It's got some grease on there that it rides on. Then you get in here and you spray inside of that and clean this out and clean the spool. And then put it back together. It's just easy as pushing that back in. Putting this back on the right way. There we go. And it snaps back in place. And that's how I do it. Of course, the camera wants to go out of focus again. If you're wondering what camera I'm using, this is a Canon T6i. If anybody's got any tips or tricks on how to get this thing to focus in better, I would be very appreciative. Leave it down there in the comments below. Alright, moving on to the Royale Elite. Let's say that one's about $10 more than this one. And this one has all the fancy chrome and stuff on the front, which I'm sure is going to eventually probably wear off. If not, I'll be very surprised. Basically the same kind of setup. Instead you have foam reel handles instead of cork, and these are a little skinnier. Same thing. You have your star drag system. Clicks and is very responds very well. I promise I can do words today. I haven't moved anything. Spool tensioner, same thing. Does not click. Nice and tight. Sorry that a lot of this is out of focus. Real responsive. Same thing, aluminum spool. Same thing on the Spartacus though. Your line guide that goes back and forth is plastic, believe it or not. But we'll see how well that holds up. If you need to get in there to get your worm gear or anything, you loosen it right here. You have a plastic little screw right here. Now this one is a higher gear ratio. Get it in the light there. It says a higher gear ratio. This is 7-0 to 1. 12 pounds. It holds 165 yards, so a little bit more. And of course you got your millimeters on there for the metric people. I just like to use pound test. Anyway, same kind of setup. So for a $30 reel, this is what's kind of cool. For a $30 reel, you have you have magnets. Same thing on here to break it down. Push the little button down, spin it down, pull it out. And you have centrifugal force braking again that you can set right here on the inside. It's a little different than the Spartacus, but the same concept. You can push these out and have it slow it down. Easy fill stripping again. Just tilt it down and out comes the spool. Put her back in. Look at that. That went together a lot better than the Spartacus did. Now, the first thing I was talking about earlier, what I noticed when these came out of the box, I don't think the camera's going to be able to pick it up. That sound, it's not very quiet. Feels real dry, a little grinding, but I think I can fix this. I'm not going to blame it on KastKing just yet. So if you guys get a reel and it sounds like that, it's real dry, do like I did before, take it apart, drop your spool out, get a can of this rim oil or Remington oil. This is like what you find it in the gun cleaning part, like if you go to Walmart or somewhere, it's over in the sporting goods store. Do not use WD-40. WD-40 has stuff that will break down like all your plastics and internals in there, where this is more of a silicone based spray, which also works really good, especially for guys that are saltwater fishing, because that silicone will help coat stuff and keep it from rusting. Get a little straw, stick it down in here. Just give it a little spray, let it work down in there. Just a little bit. Got to shake it up. Let that stuff work in there real good. Alright. We're going to put her back together. Okay. Took a little bit of messing around with it, but I got it on there. Like, it's hard to do. I'm off to the side in front of the camera versus in front of me. Alright. Got that removal in there. Get it worked in there. Yeah, I think once it gets broken it'll quiet down. It's a little quieter now that I added that oil in there. A lot of times, guys, you can do that. You can take some of that rim oil I was talking about and spray it down the side of there. I'll go ahead and coat those gears real good. It'll quiet it up a little bit. Definitely made it a lot smoother. I think the more that you break this in, the better it's going to be. But anyway, there's two great economy reels that you can pick up. Like I said, I got mine on Amazon and they were sent to the house within like a day or two. So I'm looking forward. Me and Bubba and Alex from 904 Fishing are going out to fish a pond in the kayaks, and I'm going to spool these up and actually put them to use out in the field, so we'll see how they'll do. Guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave it a thumbs up. If you want to see more gear reviews and little tips and stuff like that, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Oh, and also before I forget, got some more baits in from Bruiser. Got some Bruiser seconds in. These are the Avengers. Like I said, I don't know why they call these seconds. And I don't know why the Ziplock's not open. Because to me, I got Scream Pumpkin. Looks fine to me. Can't wait to start flipping those on Okeechobee. Well, as I was saying, thanks for watching Dinsmore Outdoors. Click that subscribe button and click that notification bell. Remember, we do more than Dinsmore. We'll see you next time. Dinsmore Outdoors is proudly sponsored by Bruiser Baits. Fish the best. Vexen Rods. Strike first with Vexen. And Real Gear. Make fishing your style.